Hey y'all. So, I've been missing my adventures with Grayson, okay? Life's been a little crazy, hectic, busy. I know that's as usual for us if you've been keeping up. But I missed it so bad, and we had some time this afternoon. So, normally on Tuesdays, we've said Target Tuesday or Italian Ice Tuesday. And those are cool and fun too. But today, I just wanted to kind of sit with Grayson and just be with her. So, y'all know we do Writing Wednesday, and sometimes I'll let Grayson pull out of our very own LFTG jar. LFTG, look for the good. Okay? And I'll write about it. Or sometimes I might talk about it. So today, since there is something called a Writing Wednesday, I just came up with it a while ago while I was up in the bathroom. I get great ideas in the bathroom. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna move on past that. But so I'm going to name today Talking Tuesday because I am going to have Grayson reach in and pull out a saying or quote from our very own LFTG jar. And instead of writing about it, we are going to wing it like we always do. And me and Grayson are going to talk about it. And this way we can share something positive with you, but on a video. So Grayson can be a part of it too. Does that sound good? Yeah? Okay, so let's get started. Woo, okay, check out these nails, y'all. Look at, oh my gosh. Yay, thank you, Momo. Also known as Grace, our nurse, but Grayson calls her Momo. She takes care of Grayson all the time. I mean, her toenails, fingernails, Grayson's always cute. But Grayson's cute naturally. Momo just gives it a little extra. Gotta be a little extra. All right, woo! Lord mercy, help us all, right, Grayson? Here. I want you to pull one out. I know, you don't, that's your tight arm. Y'all know that's her tight arm too. You've heard me say that before. We are just trying to pull one out. I want Grayson to pull one out. So it may take us a little bit of a second to get here. Slide one out, slide one out, slide one out. Y'all watching? All right. That's the one Grayson chose. Put our jar over there. Oh, yeah. Oh, and since we are sitting in Grayson's bed, yeah. This is, Grayson is almost 22, so that, this is part of her badass stuff in her bed. And then you have this up here, like her lights. Oh, we all love lights. And Grayson's own little, I don't know, oasis? I don't know. Anyway, before we get off on something totally else, which we probably will anyway, because y'all know how we are. All right, Grayson, so this is it. This is the one you pulled out. It says, strive for progress, not perfection. All right, what do we think about that, Grayson? Okay, well, first of all, y'all know how I say all the time there's no such thing as perfect. Do you know why I say that? Because there isn't. That's why. If you're always told to be perfect, be perfect, be perfect your entire life, then when you become an adult, or maybe before then, but for me, when I became an adult, and I started figuring out, like, I keep trying to be perfect, why don't I ever measure up? And I always felt like a failure. And like I said, that's carried deep into my middle adult life. And so, yeah, don't strive for perfection because there is no such thing. You will only fail every time, and then you will feel bad about yourself, and it'll just continue on until it's a crazy mess. So, strive for progress. I don't know. Let me think. Usually it might come to me a little bit easier. Okay, well, here's something while I'm thinking about it. So on my last blog, we're talking about our little gifts from Kevin that say, never give up. So here's Grayson's, right? Yeah. And we're not going to give up. So I'm going to tell you a little story here that maybe will go along with this. So, as some of y'all know, I took YTT, yoga teacher training, earlier this year, and graduated. So I got my, I miss you, Grayson. So I got my 200-hour yoga certificate training. And y'all know I'm random and my mind goes all over the place, so I'm really trying to, again, rein it in, bring those thoughts in together, okay? So I did all that, graduated end of June, and a friend of ours who also lives in our neighborhood came up to me and, to me and Kevin and Grayson at the pool, and we're just asking, hey, what y'all been up to? Long story short, I said, well, I just finished, class. What were you doing class for? I graduated yoga. So this guy friend of ours said, hey, where he works, he said was looking for a yoga teacher. And he was like, so if you want a job, I have one for you. I was like, what? Oh, snap. Like, I totally haven't even gotten my certificate, until, tomorrow. So that's so cool. I'm like, oh, my gosh, what a blessing. Like, I just finished today, and then I'm going to have a job already. So we talked about it, and the next week was going to be 4th of July, and so we decided we would meet the week after that, which would be the second week of July. So me and him and my husband Kevin came by, and two of the ladies that work for him all met together at the park in the log cabin that I would be teaching in. We were all in agreement on some things, everything at the beginning, and I was told just to show up and teach. So I was like, oh, I can do that, and to clean up after myself, right? So they said, give us a couple of months because we, need to get it up on the website and get, a couple of months worth of marketing out there. So we'll have enough participants because we have a minimum participants of 4. I'm like, that's great. So let's fast forward to, we decided my very first yoga class would be taught the day after Labor Day, which was a week ago from today. And pretend like you're holding my leg and not your foot, Grayson. Oh, act like you love mommy. Yeah. And so, saying all that, it took them 2 months to get the website. They could not get it right for whatever reason. I don't know. The ladies that were my contacts for this yoga program, they are not in charge of the website, so that is not their fault. I don't know why it took them so long to get things tweaked. Then there were a lot of issues as far as payment at the door, registration online, and so all of that fell through. They did not have somebody there at the door to take money. The time that they did have somebody there to take money, they didn't have enough change. So just a lot of things that did not happen. So I taught my first 3 yoga classes last week, and only one person showed up to each of those classes, and it was the same person. Shout out to my yogi friend Rumi. I love you, Rumi. She's so sweet, and she is so supportive and loving. So she came to all my classes. Well, come to find out that the city of Greenville did not do any marketing for 2 months. So they put my picture that I provided them on their Facebook page one time a few days before my very first class, and they put the same picture on their Instagram one time a few days before I taught my first yoga class. So Needless to say, at the end of last week, I wrote up an email that I did not personally find offensive. It was to the point, just about some things that need to be tweaked, and people coming into the building when when I was actually teaching yoga. So a lot of interruptions, just everything about yoga, it was the opposite. There's interruptions and it wasn't calm. And so when I sent out this email, I let everyone know some things that need to be tweaked or whatever. And these are normal things. Well, come to find out, so our friend who is their boss, he actually emailed me back yesterday. Neither one of those ladies even attempted to answer any of the questions on my email, and I'm sure it's because they don't have answers because they did not do what they were supposed to do. And so our friend, he emailed me back yesterday and was basically saying that he thought my expectations were going to be too high for them, and that they were looking for a fun and relaxed yoga environment, and that this probably just wasn't going to work. And since we haven't had a minimum of 4 participants, they would have canceled this already. Well, that really upset me yesterday, because I have done every single thing that was asked of me. I have worked really hard to prepare for my classes, writing different sequences, and so that people don't get bored, aren't practicing the same poses and the same thing. And I have trails of emails on where these ladies said exactly what they would do, and they did none of them. So while I ultimately look stupid in front of everyone, none of it was actually my fault. And so I say all that to say, because my friend paid for all of the whole 8-week session and all 3 classes a week, I knew she was going to be there this morning, and I was not going to text her at 10 o'clock last night and tell her never mind. So I showed up to teach this morning. Nobody else showed up again. The relationship with those 2 ladies, I'm not sure what's going on, because they won't even speak to me, even though it is all their fault. And there is paper trails, like I said, stating exactly who was to do what. So that relationship is no longer going to continue. I will now not be teaching yoga there. And yesterday I was just so bummed. I was like, come on, Lord, like, I don't get it. Like, I feel like everything I touch, like, falls apart. Like, I don't know. I mean, and why do all these things keep happening to me? And I'm not even doing them. Like, I'm not even doing anything bad. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't get it. Like, what's going on? And, you know, I kept talking to the Lord, just, you know, prayed about it, couldn't understand it. I was sad yesterday, frustrated yesterday. Yeah, I sat in a little tiny baby pool of self-pity, okay? Because it's so hot outside. It's like 90-something degrees. I need a real baby pool. I should do that. Can I put the baby pool like in the kitchen? I don't know. We're there and there a lot, but whatever. But we have air in the house. Anyway, random thoughts about baby pools. But anyway, so I know I'm totally rambling on. All this does have a point eventually somewhere, maybe, hopefully. So saying all that, me and Rumi decided, since nobody else was going to come today, we rolled up our mats, I cleaned up after myself, and we went and had coffee and discussed several different options. And my point in teaching yoga has never been about the money. Okay, of course, a little bit of money helps any situation, right? But I just want to help people. So, what am I going to do? I don't know. I'm going to strive for progress, not perfection. Okay? So, in my mind, I had this whole great plan worked out with the city of Greenville. We got it going on 3 days a week, 2 morning spots, 1 evening spot. So, it would accommodate all different kinds of people. And I was super pumped about it. And that fell apart with none of it being my doing. So I was just confused, like I said. But this is just a little reminder to strive for progress and not perfection. because I could have stayed there in my little baby pool of self-pity. Okay, I could have. But then, I have friends that are there to support me and family, like my husband, Kevin, and, my 3 daughters, Rachel and Grayson and Chloe. People just really supporting me and, giving me other ideas. And so now I can move forward, progress forward, okay? And we're looking at other options. So I'm also going to be looking into teaching some free classes. Well, I'll teach them for free, but offering them for $5 to help out one of my friends who's the co-founder of Homeless Period Project. Y'all have to look that up, HPP of South Carolina. So, I don't know. I guess that's all I want to say about strive for progress and not perfection, because it's super important. What else? Do you want to say anything, Grayson? And we do want to tell everybody, never give up, because yesterday I wanted to. Yesterday I was like, wow, I've taught 3 whole classes and this is being taken away from me. Like, what's going on? So yeah, my initial reaction was just like, then never mind. But I got to remember why I'm teaching yoga. I'm teaching yoga because I know what it did for me. I know that it turned my life around. Yoga is not just exercise. Some people might do it just for exercise, but it's mind, body, and spirit, all 3 together, okay? Like, once I get into that deep breathing that I teach at the beginning of class and that my awesome yoga teacher, Brian, taught me, I get in the zone, I breathe deeply in and out for the whole class time, and I focus. Sometimes I'll even say a little mantra. I'll breathe in and be like, I am beautiful, and then I will breathe out, I am free. And I can just do that over and over again in a practice. I also will breathe for people at times. Sometimes, like a couple of weeks ago, I've told you my oldest daughter, who I have reconnected with after placing her for adoption. We reconnected mid-July, and she has cancer. So a few weeks ago, I did a practice when I was actually at the studio. And so I literally pictured her in my mind, and I inhaled the cancer from her, and I exhaled, and I imagined me exhaling that cancer right into the Lord's hands, where the Lord is standing here like this, and He's taking that cancer, and He takes it in His hand that I have exhaled onto Him, and He throws it away, because the Lord can take the cancer on, okay? He can take anything on. I can breathe whatever my troubles are onto Him, and He has His hands out. He's ready to take it, and He will take it, and He'll throw that away. But it won't hurt Him, because He's the Lord, okay? And at the end of that practice, after, we did our 3 ohms, and, we said our peace and namaste to our awesome teacher, Brian. After that, I leaned over, and I quite literally imagine each person, starting with my husband, Kevin, and I closed my eyes, and I envisioned him, his face, and I inhaled and I exhaled for Kevin. And I went through the rest of my family, and I took a deep breath in, okay? I inhaled all the ugliness that they were going through. I pictured where they might be at that time of day, or where they were going to be throughout that day. I also pictured if I was aware of something they might be going through that day, I pictured that, and I would picture myself doing this. Inhaling that ugliness or that trouble or that fear away from them. And then I said, and instead of exhaling all that into the Lord's hands on those moments, I imagined myself exhaling peace, like it's raining down all around them. Just a peace that would envelop them, and wrap its arms around them, so that they would feel that peace. So that's something else I've learned about yoga, is you can breathe for other people. And a lot of times I have breathed for Grayson. Sometimes if I feel like she is agitated, which not right now, she's so chill, yeah. Here, babe. That just moved you out of your comfy spot, but I just really wanted to hold you for a minute. Gotta make sure we see your necklace. You're so cute. So there'll be times that Grayson's just agitated or just doesn't feel good, and I might get beside her in her bed or in her recliner in the den, and I will just simply hold her tight and do this. And I do that over and over and over again until she can feel a sense of peace and calm. As y'all know, I have high anxiety. So, yes, I have actually breathed myself through panic attacks. I do have them. I have them fairly often. And it does work. I was just telling somebody the other day that was having a hard time and just really panicky and about to go into a panic attack. And I said, breathe yourself through it. Take a very deep breath in and hold it for a few seconds, and then exhale it all out. And I mean push it all out. And it's a very slow, like an ocean sound in the back of your throat is where you feel it. A very slow, graceful breathing. And the first few in and out, in and out, in and out, but slower than that you're taking, you may be thinking, this is not going to work. But then after several breaths, just like that, you start to feel it. You start to feel that calm, okay? So breathe through situations. I have to remind myself that all the time. I don't do it all the time. I should do it all the time. But I'm telling you these things to practice just like I tell myself. I don't tell you to do something that I wouldn't do myself, okay? And when I always say, oh, maybe we should check ourselves, I'm pointing the finger at myself as well, okay? So, yeah. That's what's going on for Talking Tuesday. Let's see if Sadie wants to say anything. This is Grayson's bunny, Sadie. Okay. Right now we're just doing our random acts of what's in Grayson's bed. Okay. Sadie was actually made for Grayson by her youngest sister. Or younger sister, same thing, Chloe. And, I mean, when they were little girls from Build-A-Bear is where it came from. And Sadie has actually been in surgeries with Grayson before. They let Sadie go in and stuff like that. So Sadie's been on a lot of adventures in the Crazy Hearts Club. Okay? You're going to have to go sit down here, Sadie. All right? So, today, I am having a better day. I needed to, like I said, drain all the water out of the little self-pity baby pool, crawl out of it. Even though y'all know it's only like that tall, right? Like a baby pool. But it still took me some time to crawl out of it. I don't know. I got a hard head. So I crawled out of it. And thanks to wonderful family and friends, today is a better day. And I'm simply looking forward and how I can progress with my yoga. So we're working on that. I'm super excited about teaching. Wherever it is the Lord is going to take me, I'm going to go. I do have a lot of fear, so I'm asking him all the time to take that away because I don't know what the next step is. I don't know where we're going to be. I think Grayson's getting bored with this. Okay, well, Grayson, you know what? Listen. Hey, check it out. If you and me didn't do Talking Tuesday for a video blog, which is we call a vlog, right? Guess what we would be doing right now? Painting. Do you want to paint? Yeah, because Momo asked me earlier where all the paints and stuff were. Yeah, so it's either you get to chill in your bed and hang out with your awesome mama. What? Or go and paint on canvas, which I love. I don't know that you like it so much, but we make you do it to, you know, keep up with some fine motor skills or whatever. So which one is it? Is it the pulling something out of our jar? This or painting? Yeah, think about it. You're not talking very much today. Are you taking it all in? All right. So, you know what we normally say to our Look for the Good readers and watchers. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's do it. You go first. No birds today, y'all. We're doing the piece, right? Stick your fingers up. Let's get your piece on. Peace and love, y'all. Have a terrific Talking Tuesday.